It's the 2026 World Cup updates, and you go to Bremo live on the BKB show on YouTube and also on TikTok. You said this World Cup a massive one, and of course we are Ghana here. One of those World Cups are Ghana for you. Of course, you wear your Ghana colors and you celebrate because Ghana. In fact, match another don't name say Ghana you very walloped. In fact, England nobody saying England Ghana, but Ghana displayed what we called a proper Ghanaian mentality of toughness. In fact, Ghana team holding on to their own. At a point in the game, now Ghana completed only 14 passes. Now England are completing over 119. But still, Ghana it's me holding on to their own against the likes of Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Noni Madueke, Anthony Gordon and saying Barcelona. Still, England couldn't beat Ghana. And in fact, even in the game, the whole of the first half, England are more shot on target. And in the second half, Ghana has some glaring opportunities. In fact, according to a lot of the pundits, and here I hear about who say Ghana was denied a clear penalty, which could possibly maybe Tiama a concert, even a red card, or even pick for the red card. But and then my coach, Carlos Queiroz, said VR na year juma na say VR no metwam because apparently nyoma bi say nka VR kohe. Onim say the assistant referee flagged offside, but per replays you say na offside, which meant that now see the penalty call ana Ghana for you push referee say on konkohe no. I mean, any other referee go away. Means a VR na year juma and na year juma. Let's not forget saying that in this tournament, the incident Domoka say VR was broken, and I say a technical problem. That was Switzerland, the first game, where they were awarded a penalty. Penalty near the moment, now build up, it was an offside. But VAR, I'm a lot of questions about officiating in this World Cup, but generally, it's been a very good World Cup, and for Ghana's campaign, it's been a very, very good one. Now, you're Ghana and Kasaso. Team could do Philadelphia on your boy last game, or Lincoln Financial Stadium. Last game against Croatia. Possibly they may determine say whether Ghana will top the group, be second, or you will qualify as a third place team. And dynamics and also, and they say Ghana, yet to me winning, let's say by 3-goal margin against Croatia. Now say England, it winning let's say 1-0 against Panama, Ghana will top the group. But the name say England will likely beat Panama more. Because of the attack, maybe a Panamans inexperienced. So Ghana avoided defeat against Croatia. Ghana will be second in our group. So Ghana this second. Chelsea need the second place team. War a group K, which is possibly Portugal or Colombia. Right now, as it stands, Portugal are the second, behind Colombia almost 6 points. Portugal 4 points. So Portugal wins our game now. Portugal will go and top the group. Now Colombia about the second. It is our game no. Toronto. Now, so BMO field game, and I'm for saying, BM say, Partey was denied a visa to Canada. Ghana ya appeal, and who says be you better a fresh application and no be granting an entry. And I said because without Partey, you know how Ghana played. Panama dominated the game, even though it's a Ghana a late winner through Caleb Uenchi. You come against England with Partey's inclusion, and of course, Partey's best game for the Black Stars. And I showcase you. Say Ghana be say Party in that game. How would that be? I am sure. So the FA should be working around the clock to give a Party a visa with the possibility of Ghana going back to play in Toronto. See, a top year group there. I mean, the good news is that the Wako Boy game, or Atlanta. Atlanta is one of the places there were a lot of Ghanaians. When you say Ghanaian support, it's very massive. You did tell that we have to go to Kansas City. And none of them names are Ghana for the door and a day because I know the driving here and there, no Bibiano. But of course, Ghana is in pole position to qualify. Now, you care about Ghana Black Stars. A huge boost for the Black Stars. And a visit from Ghanaian business mogul. Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, whose company, Engineers and Planners, is one of the key sponsors. And in fact, the headline sponsors of the Black Stars currently are pumping $5 million into the Black Stars campaign. Already, we're tier 2. I was 3 and also Enche, and also over here now, Amon Saka. So here, Mr. Ibrahim Mahama visit to the Black Stars camp. Of course, one alone. He went with the sports minister and also the Ghana ambassador. Mr. Smith, and you know, Osade, the foreign minister, and only Munana Ekoye, Kujeto Ablakwa. Omokwako, motivated boys, na catch almost say, Ghana, and we are proud of them so far for their display. Let's not forget Ghana, about 2 games, we considered just a goal. In fact, we have scored 1 goal and not considered a goal. 2 games, we played against England, you considered goal. You play against Panama, you considered goal. And you said there are standout performers in Mabaso, and one of them is Benjamin Asare, our goalkeeper, whose composure seems to amaze a lot of people because he's the first goalkeeper of that a Ghanaian club in the Ghana Premier League getting the chance to keep the post at this big stage, the World Cup stage. And playing against, the likes of Hurricane, Jude Bellingham, you're born with him. At the point, Bukayo Saka saved the people are talking about because or the show world-class goalkeepers. But Benjamin Asare saved that. Did you see the center pair? Jerome Opoku and Ajeti, brilliant. Thomas Partey, amazing. And your fullbacks, Marvin Sanaya, who at the point, your friend I know Tinchaya, your former coach, Otado Gajes, only right back. He's proving that he deserves every single chance he's been given. And he's played a fantastic tournament so far. Gideon Mensah, the least said about him, the better. Gideon Mensah, unim said the performance, but Gideon Mensah has had a very fantastic tournament so far. It's Mr. Ibrahim Mama Komo Hono, catch Romo. Say, if I know a fan of football, 2010, I know it's near Chibim. With the 2010 Ghanaians, we had a huge booking out because every time we came into the semi-final of the World Cup, unfortunately, you lose on penalties to Uruguay. It's also new Chibaniba. And this time, the Blasters are in it. Just 3 million also the Blasters would be more. Was I promise you a huge package? And the foreign minister, I promise you, President Mahama said, Omu Ghana, and that's Omu tournament now. And also a special package for them. Let's not forget, every player got $100,000 as appearance fee. So aside bonuses, another package, a huge motivation to the boys. Now is the time. We play against Croatia. And Croatia, our team, the crew say a bit aging. We're on midfield now. Perisic is 37, Luka Modric is 40, Kovacic is 32. One or two wins almost ages in a year. But Croatia have not been very vintage. Over the last 2 World Cups, they are brilliant performance. All making into the last 4 of the tournament. In fact, the second. Let's not forget they lost in the final against France. But this time, we are hoping that Ghana be a good result against them. Now Ghana, at least, yet be at the second spot. One of the things that we hear in this tournament is support. And Ghana enjoy a massive support base from fans or more Canada, Toronto, because Toronto, Kura and Kazano, there are over 50,000 Ghanaians living there. Those are documented Ghanaians. You name Ghana, so count documented, so they count. But 50,000. Ghana call Air Boston, even though say we are numbered by the English fans, and of course, England, Argentina, normally Brazil, and when it comes to the World Cup, they always turn up in their huge numbers because of how well our teams are full. But Ghana had huge support because of Worcester, a huge Ghanaian population. And Boston, Rhode Island, near Ghana for no hopa. We had a lot of Ghanaians drive from New York, New Jersey, and all other places are almost a coin. It's a Ghana, it's not Toronto be man. I would say Quebec, but one of the things we need to sort out are party visa issues, and also a against England, no be here anymore. This whole party issue. Say Ombechiana no Munchiano, and no be a Kahwasem. And I hear about the decision by the English players. And I know, say, reports say, from the camp is that there was a meeting between England, players and then officials, when they were thinking about someone Chapatana Momunchiano. And a lot of the players made a case, and Declan Rice was one of them, Bukayo Saka, and some of them said, Abrantian, you're charging by your own default. Also, one year. The presumption of being innocent until proven guilty. That's the case a lot of them made. So they decided some party. And it was a very beautiful sight. Because these are some of the players he plays on your shared dressing room are on your friends, people he can call friends. And one of them here, Declan. One of them here, Bukayo Saka. And some of them only competing in the Premier League. I mean, most of them are only share or CC account. But the buy amra just Spence. It decided say on Chiano. A honor Ghana for also charging. And they say as you speak, just Spence were lucky any Instagram comment session because a huge event Ghana for flooded ho. Eko come imagine China pa. Say I mean why do you do that? But you more Declan Rice abaso. He had to give Partey a huge hug and to tell him as a brother. Say Onino, they are all with him. They should fight on. So Ubisi or Ripuno. And any people who are Ripuno. Usun Ripu Omo. So fight on. As a brother, that is the kind of supporter Omitimido at the Amano. So all is set. Say Ghana, you take you on Croatia to see our fate. In fact, Ghana ensure qualification. Qualification, we have it. But as sincere, we qualify as a third place team, second place team, or the group winners. And no, and it be determined no, in our next game against Croatia. A win for Ghana will mean that also England and so if I say England share, na Ghana and so share. England has more goals, let's not forget. On first game, we share 4. You prevent you from scoring a goal against us. Your first game, you share 1. It means that in terms of aggregate, England will one goal ahead of us. In your chances, you see the leading group now. We win by let's say 3. Now England, if you're winning 1-0, I mean then we will top the group. So another England will lose to Panama, which is very highly unlikely. Now if you're Ghana, so about draw now BB. So whichever way, Ghana, your next opponent, it is likely to be Colombia or Portugal. One of them, depending on who will top their group. So Colombia this second, not Ghana this second. Ghana will have to go play them in Toronto. Until more Canada, Mozanya ready Ghana 4 bar. But now, my give you a chance. We need Partey in that game if we are going to play second. And that game because we Toronto Stadium, BMO Field. And also paying for your arrangement BBR. Na Partey team go see kind. Well, live from the US, the BKB show, and the updates every month. On match day, it was special package. We speak to a lot of Ghanaian fans, a lot of the Croatian fans ahead of the game. Game no kosona and the second half no so yadeka kasa. Then at the end of the game, niaje reactions kaka and sani rapo bibia up. Iti updates no enwa eni ade bremo.